that want to vote with the eyes.
When the House adjourned without conducting any business today, it was clear which MPs will be leaving the chambers a satisfied lot. Yes, it was the so-called rebel ODM MPs who, politically speaking, had delivered their message to the Prime Minister.
This is a very strong message. And if the Prime Minister is not going to read between the lines, then the writings are very clear on the wall that it could be, in fact, it could go worse than how it was today.
And if the situation today was anything to go by, then it will be a mathematical headache for the Prime Minister in as far as numbers go in Parliament. It became all too apparent that with all MPs allied to Ruto teaming up with those from the PNU coalition, the Premier could be living on the edge in Parliament. From the ODM side in Rift Valley, only Sally Kosgei, Henry Kosgei, Dr. Joyce Laboso and Musa Sirma voted with the ODM side. It is instructive to note that out of the 71 MPs who voted for the adjournment motion, most were from the PNU coalition side incorporating PNU, NAK Kenya, ODM Kenya and KANU among other parties, and yet the matter appeared to be an internal ODM problem since PNU had no issues with its submitted list. Also worth noting is that PNU Chief Whip George Thuo, who had seconded the motion on the House Business Committee nominees after it had been moved by ODM Whip Jakoyo Midiwo, abstained from voting, and so did Uhuru Kenyatta and Martha Karua.
We are telling him in particular he has to learn to consult. And if he fails to consult, then he's in for major surprises in this House. He can't just come back here and tell us they consulted, like he was saying he consulted with the president, when the president says he has never met.
Insiders in the ODM rebel wing also asserted that they were just testing the waters over whether a no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister would succeed, and as happened, they might have gained some confidence. The Prime Minister is no longer in the House Business Committee, so he effectively cannot become the leader of government business. It is likely that the House will tomorrow eventually endorse the House Business Committee nominees list as it was today, since rejecting it would have far-reaching consequences. But for the allies of Agriculture Minister William Ruto, their message is already home. Hussein Mohamed, Citizen TV.